was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
The world watched him rise, but no one stayed to catch him when he fell. Justin Bieber wasn't just a pop star, he was the global phenomenon, the face on magazine covers, the voice behind a billion streams, and the idol of an entire generation. At 16, he was selling out arenas. By 18, he was a multi-millionaire. But by 30, he looked hollow, pale, lost. His face now appears on bizarre Instagram videos with filters distorting his voice. He rambles about spiritual awakening, Alaska, and wage sacrifices. And while fans scroll past, one thing becomes terrifyingly clear. Something is not right. It started innocently. A YouTube video, a boy singing on the steps of a Canadian theater. His mom just wanted his grandma to see it. Instead, the clip landed in the hands of Scooter Braun, a music manager hunting for his next big star. Within months, Justin was flown to Atlanta. He met Usher. He signed contracts, and he became the product of a billion-dollar industry. Baby exploded. The world screamed his name. But behind the scenes, something darker was unfolding. Justin was 15 with no privacy, no boundaries, no say, and every adult in the room knew it. They told him he was chosen, special, but what they really meant was profitable. Every concert, every interview, every tweet was monetized. Every mistake, headlines. Every breakdown, clicks. When he cried, they called him weak. When he lashed out, they labeled him a brat. But what 16-year-old wouldn't crack under that kind of pressure? What looked like rebellion was really survival. It wasn't just media, it was the people closest to him. Talk show hosts mocked his love life. Award shows put him in uncomfortable situations, and rumors about the powerful figures around him, figures like Diddy, began to surface. Back then, people laughed it off. Now, they are looking back in horror. And Scooter Braun, the man who discovered Justin, he wasn't just his manager, he controlled everything. His finances, his schedule, even his relationships. What looked like mentorship was manipulation dressed as love. By 2022, Justin had generated hundreds of millions from the industry, but was nearly out of cash. His Justice World Tour was cut short by a rare neurological condition that left half his face paralyzed. Instead of resting, he was reportedly pressured to keep going. When he cancelled the tour, he owed $26 million. Braun's company bailed him out, but not without strings attached. Justin now owned him again. Even when he tried to break free, they pulled him back in. In a desperate move, Justin sold his entire music catalog, nearly 300 songs, for $200 million. It sounded like a win, but it was a surrender. He was only 28. Then came the final blow. An independent audit revealed he owned Braun nearly $9 million more. The man he once called family had profited off him to the very end. Justin finally cut ties, but the damage was done. Here's the part they don't want you to think about. Justin Bieber is not a tragic accident. He's the result of a system designed to chew up child stars and spit out broken adults. From Michael Jackson to Britney Spears, from Aaron Carter to Amanda Bynes, this machine has existed for decades. It wraps itself in the fame and fortune, but underneath, it runs on control, depth, and silence. In 2025, Justin re-emerged with an album titled Swag, raw, confessional, painful. While fans saw it as a comeback, insiders saw something else. A man finally screaming from inside the cage he was born into. His eyes looked older, his words more uncertain. Even religion, once his refuge, had become just another tool used to rebrand him. The industry built Justin, then broke him, then sold his suffering back to us for profit, and we applaud it. Until we ask why this keeps happening and who keeps letting it happen, the cycle won't stop. Another child is already being chosen, another dream is being packaged, and another tragedy is being written long before it begins. Justin doesn't need a comeback, he needs freedom. Because if fame is a fairy tale, this was the price of the wish. Watch this video next, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Cheers.